The Naval Dockyard Limited, Lagos, Nigeria, the hub of naval engineering. Within Africa's largest city, Lagos lies one of the fastest growing, most sought after, self-reliant, 100% indigenous hub of innovative ship engineering, a strategic national asset providing solutions for the docking, maintenance, and construction of naval and merchant vessels in the West African region. This is the Naval Dockyard Limited, Nigeria. The Naval Dockyard began operations in the 1960s. Over the years, it evolved from a ship docking and repair facility solely servicing the Nigerian Navy into a premier ship engineering base, building ships and providing support for the Navy as well as the maritime, oil and gas industries. Located along the coast of Victoria Island, Lagos, the facility, which is headed by an admiral superintendent, now bustles with the clash, clank and clang of metals and the bellowing from boisterous activities of seamen, engineers and other professionals. This team of resourceful, passionate professionals ensure quality and prompt delivery of clients' solution.
The Naval Dockyard has a very rich history, dating back to as far back as 1969. The dockyard was acquired from what used to be the Elder Dempster shipyard at the time. And over the years, the Nigerian Navy began to put structures in place. And by the 70s, serious work started in terms of construction and building of the entire facility that today we call the Naval Dockyard Limited. It was conceived as a place where the Nigerian Navy will carry out what we call third line maintenance of our ships. Third line in the sense that we have first line, which is done by the ship's company. Then we have second line maintenance, which is what the ship's company cannot do, done by an organization called the Fleet Support Group. We have the Fleet Support Group in all the commands of the Nigerian Navy, the operational commands. Now, when a particular job is beyond the scope of the first line and the second line, maintenance.
For a Navy of the class of Nigerian Navy, you need to maintain adequate ships to police the extensive maritime domain. So we needed to develop that in-house capacity to be self-sustaining so as to be able to carry out that aspect of the Navy requirement. Our manpower will have a fusion of both naval personnel, officers and ratings from the Nigerian Navy. We also have civilians from the Ministry of Defense, while also employing civilians to be able to fill in some gaps that are missing.
In 1990, the Nigerian Navy, under the leadership of Vice Admiral Murtala Nyako, commenced a massive upgrade towards the modernization of the dockyard, equipping it to support its fleet and larger merchant shipping community. The acquired space was modified, requisite structures erected, departments and technical workshops established, and docks built. The yard, as a result, developed needed capacity for third-line maintenance of naval and merchant ships, also for shipbuilding and fabrication for the maritime, oil and gas industries.
We have 3 main docks, and the main graving dock has a capacity to take ships up to 10,000 metric tons. It's 24 meters, and then the height is 12 meters. So that dock can take ships of up to 10,000 metric tons. It can dock all the ships of the Nigerian Navy. And we have 2 smaller docks which we call the twin docks, because they are co-located, same size. So those ones can take a ship of up to 250 tons. And each one, the length is 50 meters, the width is 12 meters, and the height or the depth is 6 meters. We've been able to showcase ourselves beyond ship repairs. We build barges, we build houseboats, any offshore structure, any marine structure you want to build here, we have the capacity to do it.
The Naval Dockyard is an indigenous shipbuilding facility and a strategic asset of the Navy that carries out its maintenance activities as well as its construction activities wholly by Nigerians.
Commercialized in May 2013, the dockyard was rebranded as Naval Dockyard Limited, NDL. Today, under the distinguished leadership and support of the current Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, the yard, which is headed by Rear Admiral Abolaji Orediru, offers an array of specialized services ranging from high-level ship maintenance, overhauls, alterations, design modifications to fabrications and construction of various kinds of ships.
In 2013, due to the outstanding leadership of Vice Admiral Dele Ezioba, Chief of Naval Staff at the time, he conceived the idea of commercializing some organizations of the Nigerian Navy. And the Naval Dockyard was fortunate to be part of that very bold and futuristic move. We have the Navy Holdings as an umbrella company, and all the subsidiaries are under Navy Holdings. So from 2013, we became commercialized and the game changed. What that meant was that the Naval Dockyard Limited was now a limited liability company, a registered entity that can sue and can be sued. And we were now given permission to play.
Most jobs that customers want, the production department carries it out, ranging from late machine work, steel plate work, docking of ship and undocking. The production department is responsible for such works in the yard.
Within the dockyard also lies a graving dock, a twin dock, and an up-to-date naval architecture and design center, which conceptualizes the thoughts of clients and brings them to life. Activities and tasks are carried out on the principles of safety to ensure zero accidents and zero incidents.
We are working on heights, and everybody must climb. And when you're climbing the ladder, watch your steps.
A mechanical workshop, a carpentry workshop, an arsenal workshop, a galvanizing and electroplating workshop, a foundry, to mention a few.
On the right hand column, write 1, 2, 3 so that we will know, okay, and let the one be bold.
This is where we carry out from conceptual design to construction design. We go through the 3 phases of design here. We come up with the concept of the whatever design we want to do. We go to the preliminary, whereby we do further calculations and analysis on the statistics of the vessel, and then to construction designing, whereby we come up with construction drawings to actually construct the vessels. We are the only ones in West Africa that can do that.
Basically what we do here in Ship Design Center, it's to make people's imagination come to life. Like, a lot of clients has a lot of things that they want with their heads, and so we just basically put them onto the drawings and eventually make it in 3-dimensional drawings whereby it looks real, like a model, and they tell us, oh, I don't like this, I like this. There are different software we use here. We use the auto ship that brings the whole form of the vessel. Now, the whole form in such a way that, is it going to be big or is it going to run fast? That's for the auto ship. They will do the auto hydro for stability. How well will this vessel balance in water. We don't want a situation whereby it's tilting to the left, it's tilting to the right. So we want each weight for each side of the vessel to be the same. Then we have the auto power that talks about the electrical, the mechanical. Let me not bore you with that. Then when we do all of that, we then push to 2D. Now 2D is where our fitters and the guys on site, that's what they want to see. They want to see how this lines drawing can be put to life.
This is an electroplating plant, but it has a lot of other vocations embedded in it. Water transfer printing or hydrographics, metallizing or spray chrome. So the electroplating is actually meant for protection against corrosion or decoration to beautify items like furniture, jewelry, and the rest of them. But for the corrosion, is the ship and airplanes. There are, because of the salt water, it is meant to protect a lot of parts of ships and part of airplanes. We do different kinds of coating, copper coating, brass coating, nickel coating, chrome coating, 24-karat gold plating, anodizing, a lot of things you cannot find across the nation.
The electroplating workshop actually helps to preserve the components of the vessel. Ships are made of chemicals that need to be protected from corrosion, and whenever those metals corrode, it will cause failure.
In the last 2 decades, over 110 naval and merchant vessels were docked at the yard. 27 vessels comprising 17 naval and 10 merchant vessels were received for refitting between August 2023 and February 2025.
In the year 2024, we docked a 130-meter vessel here. That's the biggest we've had, and a Chinese ship. Many people did not even believe we could do it. We took the ship, we docked the ship, we carried out the repairs, and the ship was on dock. The client was extremely happy.
Frame 26, right?
27, sir.
27, okay.
Yes, sir.
I think it's properly aligned.
Yes, sir.
And it meets all our requirements.
You think it's okay?
I think it's okay.
Let's go with it, Chief.
Quality inspection, quality control, and quality assurance are prioritized to ensure safety and prevent compromise of the global standards and systems on which naval and merchant vessels are run.
Everything we do in Naval Dockyard is in line with international best practices, in line with the standards set by international.
Is up to standards, quality, safety, compliance, and etc. We also engage in site activities. It's an opportunity to improve and showcase my expertise.
3 seaward defense boats, SDBs, NNS Anthony, NNS Karadua, and NNS Oji, currently used by the Navy, were built from scratch at the Naval Dockyard Limited. The ongoing construction of the Seaward Defense Boats 4 and 5 are near completion. The Naval Dockyard Limited has over the years recorded more feats. A 25-man houseboat was built for the Defense Headquarters, 6 units of glass-reinforced plastic boats for the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, FMARD, and 2 500-ton self-propelled barges have been constructed. Leveraging partnerships, the dockyard collaborated with Dorman Long Engineering on the construction of the Madu Conductor Support Platform for the oil and gas sector, and with Dateline Energy Services Limited for the construction of a 4,000 cubic feet liquefied petroleum gas coastal transportation barge.
I was the young engineer or manager that was involved in bringing Domalong and Naval Dockyard together to do business. We started this in 1999. We've done a couple of very significant jobs here. We did the ExxonMobil era Mudu pile here. We did the Bunga suction piles here. We also started the Stella, the Bunga buoy, in this place before it was moved to Niger Dock. Outside that, we've done offshore platform here for Oyot ExxonMobil satellite field development. We also did the Mado conductor support platform here. We did the Meiji helideck here, and so many others. Naval Dockyard is very unique to us. It provided us so much ambience in doing our job. We don't have downtimes because when you are here, the workers know that this is a military facility. You cannot loiter around. You cannot, there is no strike, there is no down. Work continues.
The parameter is the thickness of the workpiece that you are going to cut.
Human capital development is also prioritized at the Naval Dockyard Limited through its apprentice school and other mentorship programs. Since 2010, over 1,200 engineers and technicians from various tertiary institutions have accessed internship programs or gained employment at the dockyard. 12% of the workforce at the dockyard are female.
We have females that are engaged in activities. Talk about safety, talk about marine engineering, the practical aspect of it, talk about welding, fabrication, fitting. Women are engaged and we are involved.
In the last civil defense boat we built, the internal structure, I've never seen it on any vessel before. So it takes a lot to see young people want to put passion into something and bring it to life. So yes, the young minds are a blessing to the construction phase.
The Naval Dockyard Limited has gained recognition as a vital regional player in shipbuilding and ship repairs in West Africa. 6 naval ships belonging to the Republic of Benin are currently being refitted at the yard.
For the first time in the history of the Naval Dockyard Limited, we have ships from a foreign navy. Nigerian Navy went there, we made a presentation, we gave them the best, the most cost-effective solution in terms of price, in terms of convenience and everything. And their ships are here. Out of the 6, we have completed their flagship, which is already back, is operating in their waters, and they are very happy.
The yard, which also spearheads research and development for the Nigerian Navy, also serves as the lead military-industrial complex for Nigeria, strengthening maritime security, ocean governance, shipbuilding and marine construction, trade, shipping, as well as oil and gas exploration, transportation, and distribution.
We carry out operations using best practices. Best international practices. We do not compromise standards. There are ships that even come here without docking plans. But before we even go to the ship, we must go and do a proper inspection. And even those that bring their docking plan, we go and inspect the docking plan that they are aligned, they are in line with what is on the drawing, is in line with what is on the ship to get the real picture. And once we have done that, we come here and prepare the blocks. Even after preparing the blocks, we go again to do check. We must carry out check in the ship, check the drawings, check the plans, check that everything is okay, and then our equipment too, we make sure that they are always standardized and ready for operations.
We also prioritize customer service. We want to ensure that our clients get the best in terms of value for money. We want to have repeat customers. We want clients that will say, oh, my ship was docked in Naval Dockyard and I'm going back to Naval Dockyard.
As a dependable strategic partner and provider of technical innovation and naval solutions, the Naval Dockyard Limited keeps gaining new grounds every day and has remained a one-stop shop for the refitting of fleets and the construction of vessels for navies and various economic sectors in Africa.
Hip, hip, hip!